Patrick Mouratoglou voices feelings on Naomi Osaka's US Open chances alongside Coco Gauff, IGA Swiatek, others. With the US Open Tennis Championships approaching, celebrity French coach Patrick Mouratoglou has weighed in on the women's draw. The former Serena Williams mentor, who spent a decade guiding one of tennis's greatest champions, shared his predictions for who might claim the final Grand Slam title of the year. How does Patrick Mouratoglou view the top three favorites? Making his predictions for the women's draw, Mouratoglou identified three players as clear favorites to lift the trophy. His analysis reveals the current state of women's tennis heading into New York. The Frenchman named World No. 1 Aryna Sabalenka as his top choice to claim the championship. However, his reasoning comes with a note of caution about her recent struggles in big moments. Sabalenka is very regular in terms of results, but she missed a few of her finals, he said. That brought probably some doubts, but she will be the favorite for me, Mouratoglou stressed. The observation hits at the heart of Sabalenka's 2025 season. Despite making two finals this year at the Australian Open and the French Open, the top-ranked player is yet to capture a Grand Slam title in 2025. Those near misses could either fuel her determination or add pressure as she enters Flushing Meadows. Mouratoglou also highlighted Coco Gauff, who won this year's French Open, as another favorite. Yet he acknowledged that recent results might be working against the American's confidence. Coco, the fact that she lost to Victoria Mboko in Montreal. I mean, those last weeks were not great for Coco, the celebrity coach pointed out. The loss represents part of a concerning pattern heading into her home major. Still, Mouratoglou believes Gauff's talent will shine through if she can reset mentally. She needs to go to the US Open with confidence, and then, she will be one of the favorites, he added. The third player in Mouratoglou's top tier is recently crowned Wimbledon champion IGA Swiatek. The Polish star's inclusion comes after she rediscovered her best form following a disappointing clay season. Swiatek's recent results tell the story of a player finding her rhythm at the perfect time. She reached the round of 16 in Canada and captured the WTA 1000 trophy in Cincinnati, building momentum heading into the US Open. I think in Wimbledon she regained her confidence, said Mouratoglou. And she'll be dangerous at the US Open. Who are Mouratoglou's dark horse candidates for the US Open? Beyond his top three picks, Mouratoglou identified three additional players who could shake up the tournament. His selections highlight both emerging talent and experienced champions finding their form again. A few other players can create a surprise, he said, pointing first to Canada's breakout star Victoria Mboko. The Canadian has been one of 2025's most compelling stories, rising through the ranks with confidence that seems unshakable. Mouratoglou's enthusiasm for Mboko centers on her recent breakthrough and mental state. She just won her first Masters 1000. She plays an incredible season, an unbelievable season. The confidence is at 10/10. So she will definitely be someone who can win the US Open. The coach also highlighted Naomi Osaka, whose return to elite tennis has been one of the summer's biggest storylines. After struggles following her return to competition, the former World No. 1 appears to have rediscovered the form that made her a two-time US Open champion. Naomi Osaka, her level is back to a very high level. And her competitiveness as well. I think her motivation is a 10 out of 10. Her confidence is high again with this final in Montreal, Mouratoglou said. The assessment carries extra weight considering Mouratoglou's history with Osaka. The coach began working with a Japanese star in 2024, though the duo ended their partnership in July 2025. His continued belief in her ability speaks to what he saw during their time together. For teenage sensation Mira Andreeva, Mouratoglou remains optimistic despite her current struggles. The Russian teenager has dealt with form issues recently, but her coach believes her talent will eventually break through on the biggest stage. Even though she, Andreeva, is not at a good time at the moment, she has a lot of doubts. She's top 10, she's very young, she's very ambitious. And at some point, I think she will win a slam too, he said. Mouratoglou's predictions paint a picture of a wide-open women's draw where established stars face pressure from rising talents. With confidence, form, and mental strength all playing crucial roles, the US Open promises to deliver the kind of drama that makes tennis compelling. The US Open has always been more than just a tennis tournament. It is a festival of resilience, where legends are forged under the lights of Arthur Ashe Stadium and underdogs find voices amplified by the roaring New York crowd. In 2025, one name continues to spark intrigue and debate: Naomi Osaka. Once the face of women's tennis, the Japanese star has battled setbacks, injuries, and personal struggles that threaten to silence her brilliance. Yet as she prepares for this year's Open, her prospects remain a hot topic, and Patrick Mouratoglou, one of tennis's most influential minds, has stepped into the conversation. Known for his sharp analysis and fearless commentary, Mouratoglou has trained champions, mentored prodigies, and shaped narratives around the sport for decades. His reflections on Osaka's return, framed against the towering presences of Coco Gauff, Iga Swiatek, and Aryna Sabalenka, offer a rare glimpse into how insiders view one of the most unpredictable US Opens in years. Mouratoglou's assessment of Osaka. Mouratoglou has long admired Osaka's talent. To him, she is more than just a four-time Grand Slam champion. She is a phenomenon who changed the sport with her raw power and quiet charisma. But admiration alone doesn't erase reality. Naomi is capable of beating anyone when her game flows, he reportedly shared in recent interviews. The question is whether she can sustain that rhythm now. Tennis at the highest level is not only about talent, but about consistency and confidence. It's that last word, confidence, that lingers. For Osaka, the last few seasons have been a stop-start journey. Motherhood brought her joy but required time away. Injuries limited her ability to string matches together. Unlike in her prime years, when she could flip a switch and dominate tournaments, today's Osaka walks onto the court carrying uncertainty, both in body and in mind. Yet Mouratoglou refuses to dismiss her. If she finds her serve and rediscovers belief, she is dangerous. New York loves champions who fight back. Don't count her out. The Gauff factor. If Osaka represents a comeback story, Coco Gauff is the embodiment of momentum. The American sensation, still just 21, already owns a US Open crown and enters the 2025 edition as a crowd favorite. For Mouratoglou, Gauff's rise embodies everything tennis needs right now: youthful energy, athletic brilliance, and a deep emotional connection with fans. Coco thrives in New York, Mouratoglou said. She draws strength from the crowd, and that makes her even harder to beat. Her defense is unmatched, and her ability to turn points around is extraordinary. But she will need to manage her.